It's a novel that takes place in Havana starting in March 12th, 1957, and carries through a few weeks of the revolution in that period. And then it moves to Albany, my town. And the second half of the book takes place in June the 5th, 1968, which was the day Bobby Kennedy was shot. And it takes place among many of the people who were in Havana and who are now in Albany. And it has to do with another revolution, the civil rights movement, and it all takes place in about 11 hours. Havana, March 12th, 1957. Quinn is the main character, the narrator, center of consciousness, who has been in my books before. He is a character in Very Old Bones during the Korean War, and he's also 10 years old in my novel Ironweed. He's 29 here now, 1957. Quinn met Renata the same night he summoned the courage to talk to Hemingway. She too had come to El Floridito to see the great writer, in part because Alejo Carpentier, who was beginning to fall in love with her, spoke well of the man from their days in Paris and thought The Sun Also Rises was masterful. Renata had read much literature and believed she might one day write a novel and would feel stupid if she could have talked to a major living novelist but had not. She'd seen Hemingway looking at paintings in the Palacio de Bellas Artes, where she worked with artists, studied art, and served as a tour guide, a volunteer. She had no need for salaried work. Her family owned 2 sugar mills on her father's side and tobacco on her mother's. Renata was 23 and for more than a year had been living a dual life as an haute bourgeoise in the heady Cuban social swirl and clandestinely as an associate of revolutionaries who were working to overthrow the government of Fulgencio Batista, the governor, the president of Cuba. One of her revolutionary friends had fought with the Republicans in Spain and later with the American Army in World War II, and he admired Hemingway for being unafraid to dodge bombs in the streets of Madrid. Her brother-in-law, Max, knew Hemingway, and Max told her, yes, if you approach him at the Floridita in the right way, he may talk seriously to you, but it'd be better if he was a few daiquiris in before you approached.